Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy time of day wherever in the world you are. It is a hot Wednesday morning here in Hawaii. Just got a couple weeks left here in this beautiful state and definitely set to make the most of it. Very, very excited. On hot days though, important to drink lots of water, so all the coffee I drank yesterday is definitely translating into a lot more water today. So, social media, streamlining your social media process. Whew, man, if I could have a good, easy explanation for every time someone asks, how do I make it easier? Or people thinking, what do I need to post? How can I post? I have no idea what to write. How do I make the process easier? People who feel exhausted posting and writing something every single day. You know, is this something that you can relate to? You have to sit down at your computer and think, what can I post today? Or you're on your Instagram on your phone and you're looking like, man, what do I share today? I don't know. That can be difficult to constantly come up with and create that new content and think about those different ideas and come up with those different ideas and be creative all the time. And so there are a few different processes that make that a lot easier. And we implement those in our business and what we do for our clients as well. So, Mabel, honey, stop. So the first one, dogs in the office. The first piece is to not do it every single day. Take advantage of something like a social media scheduling tool and plan maybe once a week or once a month to sit down when you're feeling most creative and write out a whole bunch of ideas so that you're not having to sit there every single day and think of something new. For example, for these lives, I have a whole list of topics so that every time I sit down at my desk in the morning to share some information with everybody and help you guys learn new stuff, I don't have to think of something new every single time, which is really, really helpful to already have that list ready to go. The second thing is having that scheduling tool. So we started with Hootsuite, which is absolutely a great tool to use, especially if you only have a couple of accounts. But we now use Social Report, which is a little more robust because we have not only our accounts, but several of other client accounts. And this was just a little bit easier for us all to use. But there are several really good tools out there to schedule your social media posts so that you don't have to be there every single day. And just an hour, you know, like if you schedule yourself an hour on a Friday afternoon to write and schedule content and keep it consistent so you know, like, this is my time to be creative, this is when we're going to write these posts, it really, really helps, and it will just make your day-to-day process easier. And, you know, and then you have that content already set and ready to go. Especially if you do it at like the beginning of the month and you just do 2 or 3 posts a week. And then throughout the week, if you say go to a meeting, which we're going to go to later today, got a little extra dressed up, but you can share content from that and take a picture and say, we're at this meeting, we're doing this certain thing. But you know, once you have that pressure off of, oh my goodness, I need to post something today, oh my goodness, I need to share something today. If you know, no worries, we have some content, it's not a huge deal. If we don't, it really removes that pressure, which allows you to be more creative in what you're sharing. And then it feels good because it's just an extra bonus of content rather than feeling that pressure of, oh my goodness, I have to do this right now. So that makes a really, really big difference. The next piece is, to recap, you want to schedule either weekly or monthly in advance and using a scheduling tool to do that. Facebook itself also just has an internal scheduling tool. So if you're just working mostly on Facebook, you can use that internal scheduling. You don't even need a tool unless you're using like Instagram or Twitter or Pinterest, those sorts of things you'll want to have. We use Tailwind for Pinterest, it's great. But anywho, when you do sit down in that time to schedule content, there are also a process that we use that really helps cut the amount of time we're taking, because your creative energy is you only have so much, you know, it can be a bit finite. there's a lot of burnout from constantly having to recreate new images and new ideas and new creatives. And so coming up with a process to recycle some ideas. Only about 10% of your audience on Facebook is going to see your post, is going to see a certain post. So each time you post, about 10% of your audience sees that. And so you can be creative and reuse some of those same concepts to help you out a little bit. And what we do is we have a like a spreadsheet, a Google Sheet, and just have the key topics that we're trying to share, that we want to share. We have key pieces from that. And so that could be, you know, something that you're selling, something internal, you know, the back end, seeing the office, seeing the products being created, and maybe some key selling points, you know, like showing the fabrics and where you get the fabrics from, or sharing reviews and testimonials, or maybe just a for fun one. You come up with like 4 or 5 key themes and make a list of each one of those. And then when you're writing content, you can think, okay, what am I going to share that has to do with, this key topic, So you can just write out a few sentences that way, and then use a tool like Canva to create 10 to 15 different images. So you do that for 1 month, and then when you move to the next month, we just duplicate it and then change things around. So let's say it was, you know, 3 tips for how to be successful on Facebook with an image. And then the next month, we just take that and swap out Facebook for Instagram and update the tips. Maybe shift the image around a little bit so that the text is in different layouts. And it saves us a lot of time and a lot of creative resources, but still is getting that valuable information out there. So we can focus on providing, you know, really good 3-word resources rather than having to create new images every time, which internally is really nice. But also externally, for the work that we're doing for clients, it makes it a lot more streamlined. Takes us a lot less time to create good quality content, which means it costs less for our clients, which is great. You know, then we can provide more services for more people and focus our energy on, you know, sales or different research or writing better copy for Facebook ads. So that is a little bit of our organic social media process. Advertising is a little bit different, although duplication is certainly a tool that can save you a lot. Highly recommend it. So please join us at our Facebook group, Marketing for Makers. The link is here in the copy to the text up there. To learn more tips, share if you have any questions about social media for business. That is the place to have it answered. And otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much.